Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with my first layout for the sketch inspired series. And there the sketch was at the beginning of the video, and here I am showing it to you. It'll be up there in the right corner. And I did flip the sketch, so I turned it once. And so that is sort of the layout that I'm going to go for this page. Now this sketch is from the designerdigitals.com website. I had it in my Pinterest board, and it is actually from that Designer Digitals website. It's a great resource. If you have not checked it out, you don't have to be a digital scrapbooker. You certainly can take and use their template design ideas for your scrapbook pages. I love the look of their sketches, and so this one I loved how layered and textural it looked, and so I went ahead and decided to choose this one for my sketch. One other note that I wanted to make is I am also playing along with the Baby Got Scraps hop this month. I keep forgetting to mention that in my videos, but all of the kits or pages that I've been creating this month, I have gone ahead and previously put page kits together for them using my scraps, and so I will have everyone who's playing along with that hop listed down below, so be sure to check out everybody who's doing that Baby Got Scraps hop. So like I said, everything that I've used so far for this page has all been scraps from my stash, so lots of different manufacturers on this page, and I wanted to make sure I noted that because I keep forgetting on all of my layouts this month. The next thing that you see me doing here is I am making sure to pull out my stamps. I have said on most of my videos so far this year that I really want to challenge myself to try to use my stamps more and try to get them on my pages and have them pulled out and get stamping in some way, shape, or form on every page that I create. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know that it'll happen on every page, but I am definitely going to try to use my stamps more. For this layout in particular, I thought the best way to get some use out of my stamps was to take my direction from that chevron that's in the background of this sketch. I thought that would be a perfect way to add some interest to my background and incorporate that large chevron that's in the sketch. So what I ended up doing was taking all of my different chevron stamps. I have some from Studio Calico, and I believe these rubber mounted ones are from Webster's Pages, I want to say. And I just took all of the stamps that I had that were in this chevron design, and I am just taking 4 different stamp colors, or I should say ink colors, 2 in like a teal color and then 2 in a yellow that go, lighter to darker. And I'm just going to take and layer up these chevrons and have that sort of mirror the idea of that chevron that's in the sketch that you see there. So like I said, I'm just taking these 4 different chevrons. They don't have to be perfectly stamped. I don't need them lined up perfectly. They don't have to stamp perfectly or anything like that. This is the background of the layout. It doesn't need to be perfect. A lot of it's going to get covered up, and really I'm adding it to the layout for the sole purpose of adding some additional interest, so it's not just a white piece of cardstock. Now I also wanted to add in this number stamp that you see here, and I believe this is an old Studio Calico stamp, and at first I was going to stamp it in black, but then I decided to use my Hickory Smoke Distress ink instead, and so I went ahead and stamped that twice on the background. And then because for me a background lately never seems to be quite complete without some splatters of some kind, I did go ahead and pull out my Hint of Mint from Shimmers, and I just went ahead and just added some splatters. So that just adds just a bit more interest to that background. And then I'm going to mat that white cardstock on that green cardstock that you see. And that will take care of framing out my layout, and that is my background done. So now it is off to the side for that to dry, and we will start on building out. I've already got the layers for the pattern papers. All those scraps are cut up for all the different layers behind these photos, but now I need to mat my 2 photos. So I am keeping with the sketch in that I will have 2 photos on this page. And so I'm just going to mat both of these photos up and take this other little 6x6 pattern paper, and I'm just going to layer it behind the 2 photos. Like you see here, I end up cutting this in half so it can span behind. You get to see a little pop of it behind both of the photos, and that is going to sort of be my photo cluster that's going to go on this page. So now you see I have my background. It is all dry, and I have mounted or glued together and matted all of those different paper layers together and placed them on the background pretty much in the same layout that I had originally at the beginning of the video. It didn't change, and it keeps pretty close, I think, to the original sketch. So now comes the fun part of doing all the embellishing. I am going to say that if you are a lover of more is more, then you're probably going to love this layout, because this is going to be a very more is more layout. I put a ton of little bits and pieces in these embellishment clusters on this page. This page is very, in my opinion, very fun, very colorful, very, playful, which was really what I was going for. It's a birthday layout. The pictures are of my mom and all her grandkids on her 65th birthday. And, when you think of birthday, you think of fun and colorful and bright and happy. And that's what this layout makes me think when I see it. And so I thought, I'm just going to make these clusters full and big and build them out with all the things that my mom loves, because of course this is her birthday. And so I made sure that my clusters had roses and butterflies, 2 of my mom's favorite things, of course, and then she loves pink, and so there's lots of pink. And then the other thing that she loves the most is the fact that she's surrounded by all her grandkids on her 65th birthday. And so I thought this was a very fitting and perfect layout to celebrate her 65th. And so basically all you see me doing here is taking all these bits and pieces that I pulled for this layout. I have some Maggie Holmes florals. That's what I'm using here as her sticker book, and I'm just layering those up in each cluster. I have some labels that were digital die cut labels that I had from Citrus Twist that I have in each cluster. I have those reels that I printed myself from Silhouette. I have some cameras. I have butterflies from Maggie Holmes. I have the viewfinders. I have some tickets that I cut from pattern paper. So like I said, tons and tons of different little embellishment pieces. Some are stickers. Here I have those butterflies they have like stitching through them that were from Maggie Holmes. I think it was like the Sweet Treats collection, that give a little bit of texture because there's some stitching on those. Most of it is paper, so I am going to come in with a little bit of other embellishments with different texture that you'll see here in a second. But I do go ahead first and glue everything down off camera, so you didn't have to see that because there was a lot of gluing for sure. There's a lot of layers and there's a lot of stuff in these clusters. Now here I came in and I did want to add a bit of a different texture, so I'm going ahead and adding some wooden butterflies to each of my clusters, and then I'm coming in with the one and only element on this page that would have anything to do with birthday, and it is these little puffy these little puffy circles that are birthday themed, like the icons on them are birthday themed. Other than that, nothing about this layout is actually birthday related, so I love that. You can make your supplies work for any kind of page. So once I have that done, I am just going to add these little gold hearts that I punched from some glitter paper, and that is going to be it for this layout. So definitely a more is more. So hopefully you enjoyed this first layout for my sketch inspired series. Be sure to check out the links for everyone in the Baby Got Scraps series down below. And don't forget to check out the designerdigitals.com for other ideas for page layouts. And with that, guys, these are the still photos, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.